Hello friends, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Well, we've taken care of everything in Snowhead, so next we are to go to the Oceans of Great Bay. But before we do so, we've got a few things that we need to take care of. And because of the number of things we got to take care of, we're going to be taking care of a lot of side quests this episode. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to go get some easy to access money, because I've got a few things I need to buy. First thing of which is a powder keg. And then I got a few extra things I want to get on the side. And then we can begin the day. So here we go. Silver rupee. That way I'm not tapping into my limited bank reserves, because I still need to get about 4,500 more rupees in there before I get one single heart piece. I seriously want to know what the game developers were thinking. It's like, oh sure, have them put in an insane amount of rupees in order to get one single heart piece. What do you think would be a good number? Oh, I think 1,000 would be good. Oh, that's good, Joe. Well, what do you think, Steve? I think 5,000. Oh, that's fantastic. Let's do that. Sorry, can you tell that I obviously hate that? Alright, but now that we've been certified to carry powder kegs, we can buy powder kegs from the bomb shop, so we don't have to go back up to the mountains. That's really good. And one thing I'm also going to do is hop over here to the general store, because I can buy red potion. As for what that'll be, I'm sure some people might have figured it out, but this will be for in a little bit. Alright. So now we got that all figured out, we can get moving. Ouch. So I would Song of Soar over to Milk Road, but for anyone who has never played this game before, what would make you think about going to Milk Road first off is coming over to this place, and Tattle will be like, I smell salt in the air, so the ocean must be near. But with this tall fence in the way, we can't go any farther. If only you had a horse to ride, we could... Oops! Sorry. Just one of those, like, Tattle realizes, oh, wait a second, we'd have a horse if we weren't jerks to you, kind of deal. So, I just wanted to bring that up. That's your little hint of, oh, this is where we would need to get a horse. Now, I do want to try one little trick. So I'm going to come over here. And there's a reason I stopped in that patch there, because I want to get a few bombs. So I'm going to try a little skip. If I can time this right. Ah, almost. So what I'm going to try to do is hop up as a Goron. Ah, I did it! And look at that. Don't even have a horse, and I'm in the ocean. Now, that is something I have actually done a few times before, so I do know that this was possible. But I guess I just want to have fun with some little skips, you know? I don't normally get to do this when I am doing randomizers. I try to stick more to the intended logic of randomizers, as opposed to going out of my way to do some real fun tricks. So, since I'm already here, I'm going to go ahead and go over here. And we see Azora floating in the water. Somebody, please, get me to shore. Of course. Now, good thing this isn't the Japanese version of the game where we can't grab onto Mikau for an easy way to push him to the shore. We have to actually like go up against him and keep slowly pushing him to the shore without a grab command. It is something that I'm really glad they changed in the international version. My goodness, Mikau here has definitely seen better days. Now, I know Mikau here is supposed to go to, like, a certain spot before falling over, but one of those moments where I'm like, oh, this is, like, serious, is when Mikau takes a step but doesn't move forward. I know that that's just part of the animation, but that's one of those like eye-opening, oh no, this is serious moments. And I don't know why, just I think it works. Ugh. I am Mikau of the Zora people, guitarist in the Zora band. I think this is it for me. My final message. Will you listen to it? I don't normally get to do it during the randomizers, so I'll let you do it just this once. 1, 2, 3. Oh, baby, baby, listen to me. The carnival's beginning soon. We're the ones they're waiting to see. But that girl, our vocalist, she laid some strange eggs, and she's lost her voice. You can't hear what she says. Whoa, in Great Bay, now something is a-happening. Is it now? Oh, baby, listen to me. I don't want to beg. Gerudo pirates, they stole that girl's eggs. I went to stop the Gerudo pirates, then pow and bam, I got knocked down, and here I am. Baby, if I die like this, even if I die, I won't be in peace, that's for sure. Somebody, please rescue her eggs before the pirates take their toll. Oh, somebody, somebody, please heal my soul. That's all. Thank you. Heal your soul, you say? I think I can do that. Hope you don't mind me borrowing your powers, though. Quite the close-up on the face, I gotta say, for this one. But once again, just another good Song of Healing moment. This is definitely one of those games that just really lets the events in the game just go, you know? Like, just everything about it, just, it's an experience, I guess. And there we go. The Zora Mask. There we go, Zora Mask now in our possession. Carve my farewell song on my grave. I'm depending on you to help that singer girl. I still found it weird that he just doesn't call her Lulu, you know? It's like, I'm counting on you to help Lulu, you know? Like, Mikau almost seems like a stranger? I don't know why, just that writing choice there just seems weird to me. Alright, well, I've got the Zora Mask now, which slightly out of order, and I only say slightly because I'm just about to go get Epona anyway, but I wanted to show off that one little skip there before I got Epona, and just, you know, play through the events as normal. I am just trying to have fun with this game in my own fun way, you know? So we are going to get the owl statue here. Now, while I am doing work here in the ocean, I'm not going to be doing too much. I am going to be focusing more in other areas once I have access to Epona. And it is going to be a bunch of things that do take 3 days to do. So this whole cycle is just going to be about those particular things. But I do need... Oh yeah, I'm short on rupees, I guess. I can't do what I was going to do. If I knew where a quick 50 or so was, I could get the map. Oh well. Either way. Alright, now that with that, taken care of. Tingle gets to stay in the air for a little bit longer. I do have to remember to get the Econa map. There we go. We are going to go to Milk Road. And eventually I will slow down time, but I was just letting things pass by normally for the now. Alright. I want Goron Mask. I want Powder Keg. Get out of the way! Big bomb! Now, of course, since I am very impatient, the guy here is working on it's just like, hey, as long as it's open to traffic, it's fine. It's like, I don't care about the method, I just care about the result. And the result worked. Alright, here we are, Romani Ranch. And the big thing here is nothing serious has happened yet. Everything is normal. Like, I am wanting to show off most of the elements here anyway. Like, I talked about this before, but like, I know the Anju Cafe side quest is like the best side quest of the game, but I always want to shout out just how interesting the Romani Ranch subplot of the game is. So I'm just going to have some fun with the elements of Romani Ranch here as the days go on. I just really think they're really well written. Oh my, did you come from town? Then that means Milk Road is open to traffic! Good, I can deliver milk to town now. Welcome to Romani Ranch, Chateau Romani's village. Enjoy yourself. Now, do you say anything else? These are Romani bread. My father left them to us, an inheritance from the heavens. The special Romani bred cows that are the source of Chateau Romani, the most desired of forbidden milk. It is a mystical milk that fills you with magic power. If you seek the dreamy milk of Chateau Romani, please visit Latte near Clocktown's East Gate. How was my sales pitch? I wonder if I said it just like it's written in the brochure. Alright. So that's the older sister. What's going on over here with the younger sister? So every time we come to Romani Ranch, but don't free Epona or get Epona's song, we do have to watch this cutscene. I do remember that from my early days of experimenting with files on rental copies of Majora's Mask that were able to get to this point but didn't have Epona freed. So I was always wondering what was the next step, even though I never knew what was up. Alright. Hey, who are you? I'm Romani. I was given the same name as the ranch. What's your name? Funnily enough, like, either way you do end up with the nickname, but I'll just be polite. Link? That's a nice name, but how about Grasshopper? That's the name Romani gives you. See, you're wearing green clothes, and you patter about when you walk. So Grasshopper it is. Romani was practicing. For tonight, they are coming. I do wonder, though, now that I'm thinking this in my head, how does Romani know this? Like, does she go through this multiple times in her life, or is this just like she receives a premonition, like that it's about to happen? Like, what goes on here with this? They come at night every year when the carnival approaches. Still genuinely unnerves me to this day, even though I've done this minigame plenty of times. They come riding in a bright, shining ball. A whole lot of them come down. And then they come to the barn. My older sister won't believe me, but Romani must protect the cows. Hey, Grasshopper, I'm recruiting for an assistant right now. You're a boy, won't you try? Oh, of course. Now that's the spirit, Grasshopper. Okay then, I'm going straight into my strategy. They'll appear all over the ranch. They'll aim for that barn and approach it slowly, so hit them with arrows so they can't get in. You got that? And you mustn't leave the ranch. Grasshopper, let's practice right away. There are 10 ghost-shaped balloons in the ranch, so hurry and burst them all. If you take over 2 minutes, you're out. The current record is 1 minute. Are you ready? It is a shame that the method that we're doing here is the worst way to go about defeating the aliens. It's much better to just stand in location. But it is a fun game. Oh, almost. Let's just get up close and personal then. Oh, I thought I had you on that one. There we go. Now, having the map here is a great item because it does show where all the targets are. And got you. Got you. Got you. 2 more to go. 1 and done. Nicely done, me. All right. 48-17. Amazing. It's a new record. You two work perfectly together. Almost like you've known each other for a long time, even though you've just met. About that. I'll teach Romani's horse calling song to you, Grasshopper. Now you two keep sorry, I don't know what came over me on that one. Now you two keep getting along, so go practice some more. Or more like we won't. We're already pretty well in sync. Now it does... I do like this bit here. The horse likes this song. I do like that, where it's not like Romani is teaching Epona's song. It's just she's teaching a song that the horse likes. It's another good bit of writing detail there that I like. Because again, it's going to say here, you remembered Epona's song. Or it is Epona's song. The song of two who are bound by trust. Okay. When your arrows hit these, they burst into nothing, but the real ones keep popping up. If they get in the barn, we lose. They run away at the first light of the sun, so we have to keep fending them off until then. Did you get that? Yes, I did. The operation starts tonight at 2. We'll be waiting in the barn. Don't be late. Alright. Well, now that we got that figured out, I do need to get Epona's attention over here, wherever Epona ended up. There we go. And I am going to go do a little horse racing. Something I do need to do with Epona. Another requirement of the storyline. So once I take care of this, then I'll show off the other thing that I want to take care of with Epona during this cycle. Now thankfully, instead of paying 50 rupees for a bottle of milk, it's 10 rupees to do the racing. Is that pathetic thing your horse? I would have guessed that little thing was a mule for sure. Ain't that right, little brother? Do you think a horse that pathetic would gallop if you pushed the stick forward? Or would it run faster if you pressed A? This guy's funny. Why don't you give us 10 rupees for a chance to race against us? If you win, we'll give you something nice, kid. What'll you do? Oh, I'll definitely race you. You ready? Alright, getting flashbacks to Ocarina. But thankfully, this is the only horse race that I have to do throughout this game. And thankfully, I'm a lot better at this one than I am in Ocarina. There we go, got the carrot back. Just keep up the timing for now, stay to the inside. Just missed on there. There we go. Keep up the jumps, there we go. Thankfully, the little gates are easy to hop over. There we go. That gave me just the lead that I needed. Oh, good. Timed that one perfectly. Skip the jumps. And a win! Awesome. Thankfully, I do a lot better on that one. I can't believe we lost! Big bro, I wonder if we can give that to this guy. We gotta give him something. Well, he's a kid, so what could he do with it? It should be fine. And we get the Garo's Mask. Unbeknownst to anyone playing this game at the time, this is an absolute requirement to finish the game. You got the Garo's Mask. The wandering ninja spirits who appear in Ikana once wore this. In exchange, you can't tell anyone where you got this. You wrote the Gorman brothers' noses in it. This little symbol was added to your notebook. Alright. Now then, with that out of the way, let's go to take care of a few things in Icona. Now, sadly, I can't do any owl statues in Icona until I get the ice arrows. That is a sad truth of the matter. But what I can do is the Icona graveyard. Now, there are events there that span all 3 days, so I have to time how I do things for getting there in night, as well as timing things with Romani Ranch. Thank goodness Epona is invincible. This would be a nightmare here if you weren't invincible on Epona. So we'll just park it over here real quick. There we go. Everything calmed down for a second. Alright. Now, thankfully, I do know about this. A suspicious circle of stones. I wonder if someone's in the middle of it. Huh? Don't tell me that's... I'm shocked. You're the first person who's ever spoken to me. My goodness, if you're an adult and no one's ever spoken to you, that creates a lot of implications. I've been here for many years, waving my arms around and asking for help, but everyone ignores me and passes me by. It's because I'm about as impressive as a stone, right? I'm used to it, though. I have a request. Can you give me some medicine that would make me an unnoticeable stone like me feel better? You mean, like this? Ah, that. Is that it? And there we go. I feel better, I think. Thanks. Oh, here. In gratitude. We get the Stone Mask. And that'll definitely help when we get to the Gerudo Pirate Fortress. Now, let me practice standing out. Shiro the Stone Soldier, and already taken care of. Now, I think I'm going to... Do I want to slow down time right now? Nah, I still got time. No. There we go. Oh, get away. Gossip Stone's about to blow. Alright. Here we are at the Icona Graveyard. So I'll be coming here all 3 nights to do the things in the graveyard, which will set me up to have things already ready to go for Icona Valley once I get there. Because this is a requirement to start doing things in Icona Valley. But for now, this is all just going to be because it's 3 days. I'm doing another thing that's already 3 days. It's kind of nice to be able to tie the 2 events together. So, the few external uses of Sonata of Awakening, we wake up Captain Kita. Wait, Captain Kita, come back. I need to enlist your aid. And by enlist your aid, I mean completely destroy you in combat. Well, I'm certainly doing a good job at taking you out. Aha! Certainly gotten a lot better dealing with Kita. Wait! It is my loss. Sheathe your weapon. Oh yeah, I get the full cutscene for this for once. I usually get this skipped. I commanded the Icona army of Icona Kingdom atop the hill. I am called Skull Kita. Since being shamed by loss in a battle within my kingdom, I have waited here for one to come and awaken my soul. Young swordsman who has awakened and deftly defeated me, I shall rely on your power to fulfill my request. I ask you to take my soul, which rests in the fiercely burning flame, and convey my words to my men, who, even in death, remain loyal to me. Tell them the war has ended. Then I shall be able to drift quietly into sleep. Captain! Sir! May I take my leave, sir? Again, just another good experience of the game, you know? Like, a bonding moment between these two where Kita is passing the captainship and wishes to Link, and Link just accepts. Sir! Yes, sir! And there we go. Chest available. Alright. I do want to get the bunny hood out. Now, this may look like too far away of a jump, so you might think you need the hook shot. But if you do a good jump, you can make it across and get it before you even have the hook shot. And we get Kita's soul in the captain's hat. Certainly getting a lot of masks, and we're going to get a number more before the end of this episode. Alright, well, we got that taken care of. Now, again, I do want to highlight the Romani Ranch storyline, so this might be a little bit much, shall we say. But I'm going to Song of Soaring back to Romani Ranch to just kind of show off the nighttime bit that starts once the sun goes down. And, you know, this really is just flavor text, but I do like it. And then once I've done that, I'll make my way to the graveyard to do things for night 1. And then mentally prepare myself for the alien invasion. And again, it's that one game in this that it just unnerves me no matter how many times I play this. Like, I've done this a few dozen times in my life now. And I still remember just how, I don't know, unnerved I was. Definitely more so frightened on my first few tries. But still unnerved even when I was used to this. Alright, so Romani and Cremia are still awake. And they're even having a nice evening meal in here. We put the cows to pasture when morning comes. Do you know the Romani breed? The special Romani bred cows are the source of Chateau Romani, the most desired of forbidden milk. It is a mystical milk that fills you with magic power. If you seek the dreamy milk of Chateau Romani, please visit Latte near Clocktown's East Gate. How was my sales pitch? What if it sounded just like it was written in the brochure? That again, sister? I'm sick of hearing it. I'm supposed to. It's work. Work! Hey, come back when you grow up, alright? Let's see. I don't know if that was supposed to be the case. No, okay. I thought there was going to be a different conversation. But there's just so much detail in this. Even on days when you're not doing this event in particular, there are still plenty of things that get, like, part of the story. Like, even things behind the scenes, too. It's just so well done. Alright, well, for wanting to come back here and doing that, I do have to make my way back to Iconic Graveyard on foot, or in this case, on horsefoot. Oops. There we go. You worked. And do I want... Okay, yeah, I've already done all the things I need to do, and night 1 does not take me very long, so I'm actually just gonna keep time flowing as it is. I do need to get as close to 2 o'clock as possible before I slow down time, if I need to. And I only say if because a cool thing with the Alien Defense minigame is the aliens are time-based. So every alien has a set path and takes the same amount of time from point A to barn. Oh, I got jinxed on that one. Darn it. And if you shoot them to respawn them back at their start location, they will again take the same amount of time. But that is based on the clock. So if you slow down time, the aliens get slowed down. And with that, you will be able to be more accurate on your shots. Now, as I have learned through... Oops. Ouch. Too bad I don't have a Song of Storms, or Milk, or Blue Potion. So I definitely remember the first few times I played the game and was like, I need this. I didn't realize it was actually the case with the game until like much later down the line. But I always played with the clock slowed, so the aliens were always slow. You will use a lot more arrows in that case if you are freaked out with the game. So if you want to try to do it with only just one full quiver of arrows, you're going to have to try it on regular speed. All right, well, speaking of getting things up to speed... Huh? Captain, sir! Excuse me, sir. Everyone, give the captain your attention. We haven't seen you in some time, Captain, sir. As per your orders, sir, we've been guarding these graves closely. We have all been expecting your next order, sir. What shall we do? I want you to tear this grave down. Open it? Yes, sir. Everyone, follow me. Oh, good. That actually wasted all the Jinx time. And here we go. Grave 1. Now let's see if I can make this work. First things first, I gotta kill all the bats. Use a few of my extra tricks. Come on. Now this is definitely not a very practical way, but at the very least I'm taking a few bats out every hit, and I am playing on regular damage, so I can afford to be a little bit more haphazard with my damage. There we go. Now that takes them out of the way. Money for my trouble, at least. Now then, I don't have any Deku sticks, but I do have fire arrows. Now, for any situation where you need Deku sticks, there is a grotto that is in this graveyard where you can kill Deku Babas that have Deku sticks. There's a trick I've had to practice, actually. Let's get good at taking care of an Iron Knuckle. That's how you quick kill an Iron Knuckle. Alright, now the curtain rises to reveal a special grave. Oh yeah, I normally have this cutscene skipped too, so here's another thing I get to see. Are you the one who freed my soul? I served the Ikana royal family. I am the composer called Flat. The songs connected to the royal family that remain here were all composed by my brother and I. Oh, Sharp, my dear brother. He sold his soul to the devil and was the one who locked me in here. You who do not fear the dead, learn well the song that is inscribed behind me. And if you ever meet my brother, I'd like you to inform him. The 1,000 years of raindrops summoned by my song are my tears. The thunder that strikes the earth is my anger. I have made my request. Thunder and raindrops, you say? The 1,000 years of raindrops summoned by my song are my tears. The thunder that strikes the earth is my anger. Here is written the song that shall cleanse his cursed black soul. And another familiar tune. The Song of Storms is now in possession. You remembered the Song of Storms. This melody that you've heard before is the turbulent tune that blows curses away. And there we go. Oh, yes, iron knuckles do drop bombs. Okay. Well, now that we got that all taken care of, that's Graveyard Night 1. 2 more nights to go of this. And thankfully, there's only one more Romani Ranch thing that has to happen afterwards, which is milk bottle defense. So I'll set a few things up for that. But Bunny Hood is definitely going to be useful here for the next little bit. Faster travel. Now, I could Song of Soaring back to Milk Road right now, but I've still got some time to kill, so this is more setup. Because I won't be going straight to the graveyard on day 2 right away. I've got to take care of the business at Romani Ranch. And then there's one other thing I do afterwards even still. So, we will just set Epona here. Because I do not take Epona with me into Romani Ranch, because I actually find Epona to be very annoying when I'm dealing with the aliens. And then with that, I just park it on foot, and just pray that I don't lose to the aliens. I can still remember, though, I did let the aliens win once. I don't know why. It's just the part of me is like, oh, I have to win this. Like, I don't want there to be a, I don't want Romani to suffer from losing. I don't know why. Just that's what I think internally. But there was one time where I did see that happen, and my goodness, like the roof of the barn gets blown off. The cows and Romani get abducted. Like it's intense. I'm not going to be showing that off, but it is very intense. So yeah, Romani gets flat out abducted. And then day 2, Cremia's distraught because Romani's missing. And then later on in the day, Romani is brought back down to Earth, clearly in like a daze, like with everything that's going on, like memory loss, you know, there could have been alien probes and whatnot for memory, like, you know, standard alien fare. But then that's how Romani looks on day 3. And even at the evening, Romani will be sitting at the table with Cremia and still have that dazed look. And Cremia will be very distraught over everything that's going on and will even say, like, look, this is not a good time. Can you, like, please leave kind of deal? I don't know. I don't quite remember if it's like, if you're familiar having talked with Cremia, there's a different dialogue line. But I know that that's essentially what it is. It's just, this is not a good time. Please leave type of deal. Like, we're not in the best of times right now. But I can still remember seeing Romani, like, in that days on day 2, which is very rare to see. Like, you have to lose the minigame. Like, that event still lives rent-free in my head. And it's like one of those, there is no way I'm ever losing this game again type of deal. Like, unless I need to see that footage again, you know? But that's another thing that I love about this, is there was so much detail put into what happens if you win at a certain time, what happens if you lose at certain times. There's other story elements that get weaved into this. Like, this is just so well done for one side area. And, like, it ties into so many other things as well. Like, it's just great. Like, there's a reason I keep praising the Romani Ranch subplot. So we got Romani here. Does she talk right now? Yes. It's almost time. You take care of things outside, Grasshopper. If you have a map, watch your map carefully. Okay? Whatever happens, do not let them get into the barn. They'll come from behind the barn too, so watch out. If you run out of arrows, we have crates of them near the house, so stock up when you need to. Or grass patches too. So I am going to try this with the clock at regular speed, which I have thankfully gotten a lot better at doing. It's time. But it is good that if I do need a lifeline, I can slow the clock. Gotcha. I don't know why, just... Actually, I am going to slow down time here just for this one little bit. They were getting close, and I see that I'm a little bit rusty with this. Maybe the archery game is still weighing heavily in my mind. This gives me just a little bit more leeway. I can aim my shots at the very least, but as you can see, they get really slow. Yeah, that one that I just shot there, that one is one of those, it fools you with how, like, close it actually starts type of deals. Alright, so we're good for a moment. Actually, I'll go ahead and speed things up now that I kind of just cleared the way. But this is definitely where having both of the quivers is a good idea, because it does let you keep a better stock of arrows. I'm just going to go ahead and take care of you now. And the aliens do drop more arrows too, so that is a nice bonus. Alright, not bad. Alright, we just have to get to 515. Just take care of any that seem like they're getting a little too close. Again, this one just, it looks like it fools you. Okay, that was a little too close for comfort. I shot that through a tree. Alright. Well, that was a display of how the time slowing can help you. So hopefully, if you are struggling with this minigame, you can use that tip. Just like I did. We did it. We won. Thank you. Thanks to you. The cows are giving thanks, too. Here's Romani's thanks. When you drink it, put your hand on your hip and take a big gulp like we do here at the ranch. And for that, we get a bottle with milk. So that's bottle number 4. And that's the minimum number of bottles I want when I go to do things in Great Bay. So that's great. See you later, little hero. Alright, that takes care of day 1. Get my arrows refilled here, because, hey, they've got stalks of them hiding in the bushes here. Ah, yes. And the screen closes in. I haven't had this effect happen too much. Because I think this effect is skipped if you are in dungeons. So we'll just go ahead, we'll let this happen. And day 2. Alright, so for this day here, since we successfully kept the cows safe, we got the sisters in here. Oh my, hello. Romani's gonna take our milk to Clocktown too. You're looking after the place. The cows will be all alone otherwise. Yes, sister. I'm going by wagon into town. Would you like a ride? I'll be leaving about 6 o'clock this evening, so you can join me if you'd like. And there we go. We got all set up for later. Okay. All right. Romani wants to go too. You can't. All right, so we got that going on tonight. Thankfully, there's nothing else we have to worry about. So we can skip right to day 2. So now we'll take care of Romani Ranch events day 2, which, or in this case, night 2, or part 2. The wagon ride. Where are we? There we go. Oh, good evening. I'm going to town now to deliver milk. Would you like a ride? Of course. And then, another thing that normally gets skipped, so I'll enjoy this event too. That's great. Tonight I'm kind of lonely. I welcome company. Because normally I skip right ahead to the actual game event, so we even get a good song too. I guess it's been a while now since our father died. I'm trying to take care of the ranch, but things have been getting busy lately. The cows always seem bothered and frazzled, and I'm finding broken bottles everywhere. Who's doing it? I don't know. My sister Romani has been worried too. She's practicing using a bow. She says it's to stop ghosts. Say, what are the townsfolk saying about that moon? It's bigger than before, isn't it? In town, I have a friend. Her name's Anju. Anju, the day after tomorrow is her wedding. I wonder if it will fall. That thing. So one hidden bit of lore is, apparently, Cremia here has a bit of a crush on Cafe as well. But, of course, it's Anju and Cafe in the end. So there's a little bit of, you know, hidden feelings. What? The road? Boy, get your bow ready. Couldn't quite tell if I was already holding it in my hand there. We'll see here in a bit. It's too bad I do not have the circus leader's mask for this, because that mask allows you to just win this game automatically if you're wearing it. But in order to get it, you have to beat this game to allow you to get access to even trying to get it. So it's one of those, like, I enjoy it so much more in randomizers types of moments. First Milk Road is blocked by a boulder, and now we have to take this detour through ugly country. Are you ready, boy? I'm going to try to get us through here as fast as I can. If any pursuers come from behind, chase them off with your arrows. They may be after my cargo of milk bottles. Do you understand? Thanks. I'm relying on you. If we can get through here, I'll have a big thanks for you. It's almost like she predicted this. Alright. Arrow spam ahoy! So the nice part, infinite arrows, you can just keep pressing B. And if all else fails, it does kind of work. But you have to be ready for the Gorman brothers, or in this case, the mysterious pursuers, if they do a charge cry. That's when you have to be ready for them. You guys are hanging a little too close for my comfort there. I don't like that. Now, you have effectively 9 hit points. As you can tell, the Gorman brothers already cracked a few bottles on the cart. If you lose all bottles, then you lose, but it's 9 hits that you have before you lose. And of course, even with the cutscene finished, I can still keep firing arrows. And still hitting them too. Haha. But we succeeded! Mr. Barton was happy to get his first delivery in quite a while. Thank you. You were pretty cool. This isn't very big, but accept my thanks. With the Romani's mask, we're here to show you're a member of the exclusive Milk Bar Latte. By doing one good deed, a child becomes an adult. That mask is only given to a limited number of adult customers. It's proof of membership. I now acknowledge you as being an adult. Those lines there, those are some of my favorite lines in this game. And you're going to see a bit more of that come day 3 and night 3 with the Romani quest. But there we go. We've got that taken care of. So now, with Romani's mask, well, could I do Graveyard Day 2? You know what? I think I'll go ahead and do Graveyard Day 2 while I'm waiting. The night's still young. Let's go. Take that. So with the Romani's mask, now we can do things in the milk bar during business hours, which does include getting the circus leader's mask. I always do love how I can jump through the fire there. That is such a cool effect. Okay, to the graveyard. I must pilfer some more graves. But it is nice that everything with the Romani Ranch side quest worked without a hitch. Alright, mask on. Soldiers! Alright, same spiel as before. Open the graves, tear it down. And there we go. Now this one is interesting in its own way, where it's like, oh, this is all it is? But if you're smart and think, oh, there's more of an illusion to this, that's when you realize there's more than meets the eye of truth. Now, I could go across this the regular way, but I'm going to use my trick that I learned in randomizers. If you come in here with a Goron mask, without even moving, go into the Goron roll ball, and then just hold left. Speed gets you right over, and you won't fall into the crevice. So we come over here, and instead of it being an illusion, it's an actual bomb wall, but that's what explosives are for. And now it's time to face the white iron knuckle. Haha! Gilded sword is so good. Takes you out. And for our trouble, that is another heart piece. Da 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 da. Alright, nice part. I can song a soaring out of this one. Alright, to Clocktown. It's time to go drinking. I got a hankering for some milk. Alright, so first things first. I need the Romani's mask. Get over here. Ah, you are a member. Please come in. I am the only person here who wears the mask. I just want that to be pointed out. Okay. Now, thankfully, we can take the mask off to do these things. So, hello, Toto. We were scheduled to do a show, but it got canceled. This place has a reputation for being a great live venue, so it's a shame. I'd like to do a sound check, though. I just want to see what it would have been like. Hey, you! Could you help me with the performance? Alright, so we do have to play all the songs, listen to what has been played, and get booed at by Gorman. So, we'll have a little bit of work to do. And that's the first part. Well, that feels good. That wretched, senseless racket! Alright, now with our different instruments. I always do find it funny how the bigger spotlight goes to the smallest party member. Like, the Goron gets the smallest spotlight in the back. Like, I don't know if that's just size comparison to the actual Indiegogo members that do partake in here in the end credits. But I still feel like it should be at least a little bigger for the Goron. Oops. Quick swap. Alright, part 3. It feels weird that I'm listening to this and it's actually the proper instruments. Every other time I've done it, it's been randomizers with randomized ocarina sounds, and they've all been their unique share of, oh my god, my ears are bleeding. It's nice to have a good performance. Alright. Spotlight on the right. Alright. And there we go. We've got the full performance ready to go. Bravo! That was the best! That melody! That melody! It brings back so many memories. It's their old standby, Ballad of the Windfish. That's a song that members of the previous generation of the Indigogos made famous. I entered show business because I heard this song at the Carnival of Time long ago. By doing performances, I thought maybe I'd get to meet the singers of that song. The one you heard singing must have been the original Lulu, mother of the current lead singer who's also named Lulu. So her daughter is singing now. Is that so? I'd like to hear that. I'm sorry I booed you. Please, take my mask. Circus leader's mask! There we go. And even more so afterwards, Gorman is now in just a, like, crying over here over all the memories too. Kind of a nice touch. And if you do it on night 1, Gorman just hangs out in the inn afterwards with the rest of the band members, or not band members, troupe members, just sitting there with him, which is kind of a cool attention to detail. Alright, now with that having been taken care of, I am just going to quickly get out of my mask here. So 1, 2, and get the ocarina out for 3. Now that I actually have rupees, I am going to go take care of this now. And we are going to Great Bay Coast, because I need to see a man about some maps. And I'm only doing this so I don't forget. Oh, Tingle! Now here's a funny thing for anyone whose ears caught that little bit of extra falling sound going on. So in the original version, the Japanese version, this platform is actually bigger and way higher up. The only way you can get on the platform in that version is by jumping up on top with the Zora Swim. Now, understandably so, to make it a little easier to get up here in the international version, they lowered the platform so that you could get up here as Human Link and just, you know, climb up and everything is normal. You know, just making it easier. But one thing my ears pick up with Tingle falling down is the sound that plays, the little whistling sound. There's a little bit extra that gets tacked on at the end there, almost like the loop of the sound had to play a little bit longer. And until I learned that little platform bit of information... oh yes, I forgot that in order to get back there, I'd have to... You know what? We're going to run our way through this. So here's something you don't normally get to do. You get to run through here. And this is the only time you can do it, too. I don't think you can do it on day 3 either. But we're going to have fun with this. So yeah, that little bit there troubled me for a long time as to being like, what is this? Like, why is that little extra sound play when every other Tingle Balloon fall is short enough or doesn't have a looping sound, if that were the case? And then I learned that, oh, there was a difference here between versions. And it dawned on me, oh, they lowered the platform, but they didn't have the sound go long enough, so it had to loop. And that's when you get that little extra bit there. It's just something my ears picked up. And again, I could very well be wrong, but I do think that that is the reason why. Well, now we've run our way through Ugly Country, as Cremia called it. So now we're going to have a little fun with day 3 and night 3. So here we are back at the ranch. We'll just go ahead, we'll turn it to day 3. Now, I've only got one more thing to do in the graveyard after this, so we're going to get a slightly longer episode this time. But I just realized that I'm probably going to have all 6 bottles really soon, which is something I don't think I've ever done at this stage of the game, playing Majora's Mask. So I can clearly tell that my skills with the game have gotten a lot better. Alright, so this is a day 3 where everything has gone well for the sisters. So come on, Cremia, there we go. I heard this from people who were fleeing this way this morning. It's terrible. They said that huge moon is going to crash down into the town sometime tonight. I wonder if we'll be alright here. And as well, all of the residents of the Stockpot Inn in Clocktown will also flee here tonight. So, Rusty, want to practice? I don't need to. Confident, aren't you? So, I don't... yeah, they're still all at the Stockpot Inn right now. But, I'm gonna slow down time here just in case. But I do want to do just a few things here before I do go to night 3. And, do the things I want to do there, and then, go, take care of things in the graveyard. So, sorry to speed the doomsday ahead, girls, but, I kind of need the doomsday to be sped ahead. Because we get one of the coolest cutscene bits, coming up in a little bit. But I'm slowing time down just so I have the opportunity to go see it. But we're gonna go in here first. Now, if I'm right, residents of the Stockpot Inn are up here. Yes. So everyone that mattered from the Stockpot Inn is here. Oh, Tortoise, you're late. Tomorrow is another early day, so good night. I'll read you a story tomorrow. And there's Anju's mother. I've been a little harsh on Anju, but it's fine this way. Right now, surviving is the important thing. And Anju? Perhaps I was wrong. But he said so. The morning of the ceremony, he'd come meet me in my room. And I promised him I would wait, but already, it's too late, isn't it? So if you do manage to witness that, that is your subtle hint of how it should be if you do all elements properly for the Anju Cafe side quest. Now, for the best bit of story closure, we gotta find the sisters here in the barn. So we got Cremia and Romani. Oops, no, I'm not talking to the chicken, I'm talking to the sisters. Oh, good evening. We're milking the cows tonight. It's Chateau Romani. It's the first time I get to drink it. Until now, my sisters always said, wait until you're an adult. But why now? You've become an adult now, Romani. I see it in you. I'm acknowledging it. Then, does Romani get a mask too? Well, yes. I'll make one for you. Sleep with me in my bed tonight. Okay, Romani? Yes, sister. If you look at that at a surface level value, you'd think, aw, that's sweet, you know? Like, the sisters are, like, you know, things have been working very well for them. Like, Cremia's now acknowledging Romani as a proper adult now. Like, you think, oh, that's great. But then you realize what's actually happening here, and then you go, oh, wow. So, for anyone who has watched plenty of my randomizers before, I have made the constant joke of Chateau Romani being the equivalent of Termanian alcohol. because you have a milk bar, it's their strongest drink, you know, fills you with magic power, that kind of deal. So what's effectively happening here is Cremia wants Romani to try to forget what's happening tonight. Like, Cremia's being honest, you know, like, I acknowledge you as an adult, will make you a mask as proof of that, and you get to drink Chateau Romani. Like, at the very least, she's being honest about that. But the implication is, I want you to go into sleep, I don't know, in this case, I guess, getting drunk off Chateau Romani, and go into such a deep sleep that you will not be awake when the world ends. Yeah, think of it that way. It's like, I'm going to try to give you the happiest night possible before our impending demise. That's a level of storytelling that I really appreciate with this game. Like, it's subtle, and yet when you realize it, it's powerful. And then at 8 o'clock, the sisters come out here. So Cremia will be like, good night. See you tomorrow, okay? Like, you know, she gets it. She knows things are dire. Like, she knows the world's about to end. Meanwhile, Romani's like, see you tomorrow. You know, blissfully unaware. Like, these two sisters are going to bed for what could be the last night of their lives, you know? Like, Romani's just blissfully unaware of it. Cremia's just like, let's just have one last good night together. That's powerful. Now then, time to give myself as much time as possible before the world ends. And we're going to go do one last round of grave pilfering. Oh, I just totally realized I haven't even marked a bonus song on my tracker. Silly me, I need to remedy that. So we'll go to Clocktown. Now, sadly, for any event of Romani and Cremia afterwards, the doors get locked at 8, so you can't actually enter their house afterwards, so there's no further events. Like, you don't actually get to see anyone sleeping in the rooms to be like blissful, sweet dreams or anything like that. It's just as soon as Cremia and Romani go into their house, that's it for their story. Then it's either the world gets saved or the world gets completely demolished by the moon, and then time resets and they forget everything. But again, I just think that entire storyline is so well done. Like, that's why I praise it every chance I get. So I'm actually really glad I got to have an episode where I talked about it. Interspliced between pilfering graves, of course, but I'm glad I got an episode where I got to ramble on about that, you know, just how much I enjoy it. Alright. Now time for a minigame that I don't hate, but is just so annoying in cases. Alright. One last round. Grave destruction. Grave, destroy, now. There we go. And now we get everyone's favorite gravekeeper, Dompe. You? Who are you? I can't see because it's too bright. Can't see because it's too bright? What? Oh, maybe it's just Tattle's light. You're not a ghost, are you? A fairy? Oh, it was the fairy's light. In that case, it's just perfect. I came looking for the royal family's legendary treasure, but my torch has gone out. I'm sorry, but could you walk in front of me and light the way? Please? You will? In that case, I'll use your light as I walk. Just lead me to the place where you think the treasure chest is buried. I'll even split the treasure with you. I'm counting on you now. Alright, well, hop around this way. Let's see what the first sand patch will have. So we gotta find 3 flames, and they'll be randomly dispersed among the sand patches here. Now, if I'm right, this one up here always seems to have it for me. So we're going to go over here first. I'm just keeping an ear out because I know a wall master is going to come down soon. So let's see, number 2. Not this one. So come along. There we go. I'm going to actually just let the wall master come. Oh, that's good. Dompe went right on it. There we go. Thankfully, I've got time, so I'm not going to let the camera mess me up. This one always seems to have it for me, so we'll see how this works. So make sure you have Dompe in the Z targeting range as soon as the platform stops. Once the platform is gone, then you're fine. And there's only one wall master, so after you beat that one wall master, there's no other threat. For now, at least. Alright, let's see if I'm right. It's one of those I've just resolved myself to doing this one, and I'm right! That's good. Alright. Dompe, you just come down this way. There we go. We're going to take the long way because I tend to hit that platform that goes up, and as soon as Dompe hits that platform, Dompe is frozen on it, and you have to wait until the platform finishes. So let's see if I get lucky with a third flame on the surface. Maybe this one will have it? Nice! I don't have to go to the other upper one. It's the leader of the ghosts! So one of 2 big Poes in the game. Defeating the big Poe here is pretty simple. So every time the big Poe spawns, which will almost always be behind your character, big Poe will come down and spin attack. If you pull out your shield ahead of time, then big Poe will pass right on by. When big Poe stops spinning, attack with the bow. We're doing good. And that's that. Not bad, if I do say so myself. And you know what? I'm actually going to take this big Poe in. So there is only one practical use for big Poes in this game. That is to get through the Icona well. But you can also sell big Poes at the Curiosity Shop, so I'm going to do just that. After I get bottle number 5. Alright, now I do want to show one last thing off here. So Dompe does run up this way. And then you realize Dompe's little hut here is actually connected. And you actually get to see the inside of the hut. This is the only time you would get to see it. And Dompe is frightened by the ghosts. I ain't seen nothing, and I don't know nothing. So I think... yeah, I think all they do is they just take Dompe's model and just have it oscillate back and forth. I don't think that's a unique model. Alright. That is the end of this little side quest cycle. I'm really glad everything worked out as well as it did. So, I've got just enough time to make my way back to Clocktown. We'll do some rupee deposits, some rupee sales with the Big Poe for another quick 200 rupees, and then we'll reset time. Now, I do still have to remember to do the express mail with the postman. Now, that's going to come about when I do the Anjou Cafe side quest properly, but that's still going to be a few cycles away. Alright, now we go to the Curiosity Shop. There's a big bomb bag for sale, but I don't need it. But I want to sell a C item, which will be this big Poe. And there we go, 200 rupees just like that. Oh yes, I could sell the milk, but I don't got room for it. Works for me, though. And final deposit. Just like that. Oh, we're doing good. 832. All right. Well, we got everything in the Iconic Graveyard taken care of. We got the entire Romani Cremia side quest stuff taken care of. So I think this is a cycle well done. So, next time on this playthrough, we will be tackling Great Bay proper. We'll get all of the stuff dealt with the Gerudo Pirates, all of the side quests that happened therein, and yeah, we're just going to be going swimming a lot. So bring your water gear for the next episode. So until then, thank you very much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed. Take care, stay safe, and have a good day.